Welcome, everyone. Hi from New Zealand. Who else is here? Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hi, Ashish and Konobi, Katie Perot, Saurabh, Jenny, Kuldeep, Padmalochan, Sid. Hi, Sid. Hi, Kirtan. I wish you were here. Wish we could sing together. Who else do we have here? Let's look on YouTube. Sonia. Thank you all so much for joining. Do you know where I am? You can guess where I am. I'm not in New York right now. Hi, Shubham from India, and Arjun, Rudra, Noora in Finland. Yes, you got it. Yes, I'm in LA. Happy Gudi Pada. I know it's New Year for some people. It's Ramadan for others. Hi, Celine from Netherlands, Kolkata, very well. Narayan in Australia, Ashish in Nebraska. So many people from so many different places. So welcome to all of you. I'm going to turn this down slightly. Actually, no. So as always, happy to be with you this week from California. And I know for some of you over in India and in the UK and Europe, it's the evening time now. So I hope that you get to join this kirtan in a relaxed mood. You've done everything you needed to today, and you can just put aside a little bit of time now to sing, to chant, to connect with your sacred space within. And for everyone on the East Coast, it's also afternoon time, getting to at least towards the end of the workday. And here in California, it's actually in the middle of the day. So some people might be listening whilst they're working. But I wanted to, I'll share what we're going to sing in a few minutes. Let's start, as we always do, with an invocation. And I just wanted to remind us all, remind myself, that when we invoke these sacred mantras and prayers at the beginning before our session of kirtan, we're praying for the blessings and the guidance of all of the great saints and masters, but also that they will empower our experience, our ability to access this practice, so that we're not just on our own strength. Most growth, most spiritual evolution is not something that is because of our own endeavors. It's because of grace and blessings. So as we do this, let's all close our eyes. I know we're all using screens and phones, so sometimes it doesn't feel so natural. But let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath in. Do 3 ohms together. चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Wonderful. So I wanted to sing together today. Hi everybody who joined in the meantime. I wanted to sing together today the divine Maha mantra that I released and recorded and released very recently. The tune is informally known as Divine Maha Mantra. So I wanted to sing it, and my friend John Smrtik has just, hi Vas, John has just posted and some emojis which alluded to what I wanted to say today. He posted 2 diamonds. So I was reading the other day about this practice of sacred chanting. I was reading about the Maha Mantra, and it's things that I've read before. Frankly, I've heard them for so many years, but reading them again just reminded me to read these words, that it's something that needs to be reflected on and remembered very, very frequently, if not daily, because it's just so easy to lose sight. It's so easy for anything that is routine or frequent in our lives to become on autopilot. And so what I was reading a beautiful verse that was speaking about the power and potency of these sacred names, of these divine mantras, and particularly about the Maha Mantra. So one of the words that's used in describing it is Chintamani. So one of these verses says, Nama Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Nama Chintamani Krishnas. So the name of Krishna is like a Chintamani. Chintamani is I was about to say beautiful jewel. It's much more than a beautiful jewel. Chintamani means the top, the most precious, more precious than any other diamond, any other gem. I mean, I'm from England, and the royal family over many years, either by honest methods or by force, have acquired many of the most incredible gemstones in the world. And one time I went for the funeral procession of the Queen's mother. She passed away, maybe it's about 15 or 20 years ago now, if I remember rightly. And on top of the coffin was one of the famous crowns of the royal family, and inside that crown was a diamond called the Kohinoor Diamond. That diamond was originally in India in a temple, the temple of Jagannath in Jagannath Puri. It was taken by the British when they were in occupying India. But this gemstone is an incredibly large diamond. It's so amazing. So when we see something so precious, there's naturally a feeling of awe, there's a feeling of inspiration, a feeling of attraction. You just want to look at it and admire it. So this Maha Mantra is said to be Chintamani. Chintamani is more precious, more captivating, more enchanting than any Kohinoor Diamond. If you put 10 Kohinoor diamonds together, 100 Kohinoor diamonds together, it wouldn't be as precious. They wouldn't be as precious. So I was just thinking about this quality of Chintamani, and today I just wanted to focus on this visual of the Maha Mantra, and this visual and also the understanding of how precious it is, not to take it for granted, not to overlook it. The famous Dhruva Maharaj in the Bhagavad Purana, he was a young boy who wanted to become the greatest king that ever lived. And he prayed and prayed. He wanted to have an audience with God to ask him for this great blessing to be a fantastic king, not queen. And when he came before him, his vision was he was so stunned with love and absolute joy that he said that the desires that I had, the desires to be a great king, to have an incredible kingdom, they just seem like broken pieces of glass now. And before me is the real diamond. So this name is bright, beautiful, and so precious. And I'm trying to remind myself of that and not take it for granted. So we'll sing together this divine Maha Mantra. I hope you know the tune by now. I hope you've heard the recording. And we'll go for a while because I want to give you the opportunity to have a little dive in, even if it's only 30 minutes. Rama louder, please. I'll sing with you. Sing again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You sing one. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, all together, let's sing the second part. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, one more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, One last time together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chintamani Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nityamukto Abhinnatam Nama Namina Hare Nama Hare Nama Hare Nama Eva Kevalam Kalo Nasteva 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 Vatiranyata. So thank you so much to all of you for joining today for live Kirtan. I know it's not the easiest thing to connect with Kirtan on a screen, especially when there's no people here with me. All you're here, and I do feel your presence very strongly, even though I'm only seeing your names coming up on the screen on the chat. So I'm going to do a little bit shorter session today. We won't chant anymore, but I wanted to stay on for a few minutes in case anyone has any questions. Be happy to answer them. It's nice sometimes also because I only go live once a week, so just to be able to connect with you all. Hi Monique. Oh, thank you so much. Monique sent a donation. It's been an incredible feature of YouTube and I think Instagram, although I didn't set it up yet, but some of you send such kind gestures in the form of donations. So thank you so much. For those of you who may be leaving now, if you don't know already, I have a I have a Patreon page. Patreon is a platform that enables you to support your favorite artists and creators, and patreon.com/Jahnavi Music. You can check it out and see how you might feel inspired to support. We do a monthly Zoom call, so I'm really looking forward to that. Maria says, why is this melody called Divine Melody? And sorry everyone on Instagram, the questions are going by very quickly, so I'm going to go back a bit. Why is it called Divine Melody? It's actually a complete, wasn't intentional. I sang this tune in a kirtan in New York about 10 years ago, and a friend of mine was in the audience and filmed it on their phone and just put it up on YouTube afterwards, and he just thought that it sounded divine, so he called it Divine Maha Mantra. And very unexpectedly, because the video was so shaky, we didn't think that anyone would watch it, but it became really popular and it's had over 1 million views now. So people just started to get to know it as Divine Maha Mantra, even though that it's not a very official name or anything. Thank you for that question. Let's see what questions are here. Naina says, I love your song Surrender. Can you tell how does one surrender in times of uncertainty? It's such a beautiful question. Times of uncertainty is the natural time to surrender. In fact, sometimes by that supreme being, that supreme person who we know by many different names, Sometimes we are sent an experience of uncertainty just to help us to surrender. Because when we feel certain, it's easy to not surrender because you feel just secure and, you know, there's no distress. Whereas feeling uncertain is a very, very troubling state of being. So in those times, we're more likely to turn to God, to turn to prayer. So there's a beautiful book called Sharanagati, which means surrender, which outlines 6 different ways to surrender, or 6 different elements of surrender. And the first one of those is humility. So I won't go into them all now because it'll be a very long answer, but one of the greatest ways to go onto that path of surrender is to express humility. We can express humility through prayer, that I'm so small, what can I really do? But I'm putting my hands in the air and saying, please, please give me your grace, please give me your blessings. That humility to say that I'm not in control, I don't have it all figured out, this attracts the heart and the grace and the love of the divine. So this is one answer. Maria said, did you make this tune up, the Divine Maha Mantra? No, I didn't make it up. I've heard it originally from Ayendra Das, who's a very famous Kirtan leader, now is no longer on this planet, but he was a famous Kirtan leader of Vrindavan, India. Let's see, what else do we have here? When is the Crystal Bowl collab coming? It says Veggies Fruities. Soon. Let's see, what else here? I tried free writing as you suggested, says Dwija. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad. Wow, so many beautiful questions. AJ says, thank you for sharing your gift. Oh, thank you. That's not a question. What is your current reading list? Just finished reading The Living Name. Oh, I really want to finish reading that book. For anyone that doesn't know, there's a book by His Holiness Satchidananda Swami called The Living Name, and it's a really beautiful dive into mantra chanting, japa and kirtan. My reading list. Right now I'm still working with The Artist's Way. I'm on week 7 now, so I've been doing my free writing every morning and some exercises through the week, some other things, but it's a really interesting exploration of reawakening creativity that I'm enjoying very much. What else am I reading right now? I have a few books on the go, actually, as usual, but mostly because I'm traveling, I'm just doing The Artist's Way. But normally it's a mixture of some spiritual books like Bhagavat Purana, and then also some things I'm interested in, like I'm reading currently the history of the English language, which I've read before, but I want to read it again because I'm very interested in language and meaning and communication. So Kevan says, love your song Hari Hari Bifale. Do you know what it means? I do know what it means, but more easily you can just look up the translation online. But the essence of the meaning is saying that I feel so sorrowful that I've wasted my life. I had so much opportunity to serve and to offer my life in devotion. And despite knowing that, I didn't do it. And that means I've knowingly, the author says, I've knowingly drunk poison. He uses very strong words. This is Narottam Das Thakur. So this is the meaning. Spell the name of the book about surrender. It is Sharanagati, Saranagati. Yogi Celeste wrote the book, and it's by a Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It's actually a book of songs. Currently, actually, in my Patreon group, we've been working through the chapters of this book. We've been doing the songs together. So if you are inspired to join the Patreon, it's really beautiful. We go through some of the songs and reflect on their meanings. And personally, it's something that's really helped me a lot on my very, very slow journey of surrender. Okay, any other questions? We've got lots of questions. Hari Haran says, can we do a collaboration because I play the Kanjira? I love Kanjira. Thank you. Hi, Takula. And who else here? Let's see if there's any questions on YouTube. How can we connect with you, says Krishna Saki. Well, right here. I'm here. Um, Kirsten Hawkins Johnson says, would love sheet music or chords to this lovely music so I can play along and share too. Yeah, actually a lot of people ask about sheet music. Um, there are several teachers who create sheet music for chants and kirtans. Personally, I don't do that. I'm not actually that knowledgeable about Western music theory, although I did take exams in it many, many years ago. Many years ago. So I used to know, but because I don't use that knowledge, I kind of lost it. But thank you for reminding me about that. I will like to try and make that available because I know that many people play chord instruments, piano, guitar, and it would be wonderful to be able to play along. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. I think we'll stop there, and I look forward to Kirtan next week, next Tuesday. It's going to be a special one next week, but I won't tell you why yet. But I'm looking forward to it very much. And in the meantime, go check out Patreon. Also, I wanted to mention, if you would like to help to spread the mantra magic, you could say, do forward on links for these videos, send people to check out Spotify playlists, Spotify music. Also, on YouTube and Instagram, when you comment, when you share things, the world we live in is driven by algorithms, and it all helps to spread it farther. So what I'm trying to do, what so many of you are joining in with me to try to do, is to share this sacred sound vibration as far as it will go. So these are just simple little things we can do, like, share, comment, and also, especially on Spotify, when you save a track to your library or to your playlist, that also is really a powerful thing, surprisingly powerful. So do what you can, and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube.